Stiller Nation, sports fans, welcome to another version of Soul Tape. It is a victory.
It's called coaching.
Sidney Crosby passes Mario Lemieux as the Penguins' all-time points leader.
The Pirates have one of the best pitching staffs. They be balling. I'm fired up. All right. What's up, Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh's DSEN listeners and Pittsburgh sports fans and sports fans in general? What a show we got on tap today. Yes, indeed. So much is going on in the world of sports. Everything from some football, if that's how they call it, soccer,
American football,
the World Cup.
The World Cup is
the World
here.
Cup
Yeah,
is
the world
going
football.
on, right? So I know a lot of people are, into that as well, even though I really haven't been following too much of it. But I think the U.S.
is looking good.
2-0 so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Antonio Freeman's son is out there putting on the show.
I saw that.
It's all good.
The
It's
James
all
is
good. And we need to keep up with Rodman's daughter.
Oh yeah, Trinity
As well, Trinity. Yeah, so we know a little bit about, what's going on, even though on the women's side, I haven't had a chance to, let me give you that right here, Luther. If you could just go ahead and mute that particular TV right there so we can make sure we're good to go. That pops on from time to time. Welcome to Soul Take. My name is Kevin Cameron, and we will have a fantastic show today. And also in the studio, in the red, coming with his tiger red today, I guess, is Keith Platt.
Oh, yeah.
Luther, you're going to have to move a little closer. I really haven't been following too much of it, but I think the U.S. That one right there should do it. So we have the TVs going on here in the studio. They're on their own schedule, but we'll get it right. All right, so while Luther Dupree Jr. is taking care of that, let me go over the preliminaries as far as the show. You're just going to have to get a little closer, Luther, and hit that mute button. That's all right. That'll work too. We'll work it out.
Hey, all else fails, turn it off. Turn it off.
So you see Luther, for those of you on YouTube, Luther Dupree Jr. is in the house.
Yeah, man. Glad to be back.
You ready to rock and roll?
Ready to claim another victory tour.
Okay. Well, one of the things we do on this show, we predict things. And as Keith indicated earlier, he called it last week with Giannis
getting traded to Miami.
Caputa.
For the whole team.
I didn't even say that right. The Greek freak.
Yeah.
Okay, I can say it when the name is in front of me.
Just call him Giannis.
Yeah, I just say Giannis or the Greek freak.
I'm
not even going to play.
You got bro on Giannis.
Yeah, I'm not even going to play with his name.
Going to Miami.
Right.
So good call there.
Yeah,
good
appreciate
call
it, man.
there.
Appreciate it.
We like to let the people know what's going down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like I told him, Kev, you heard it here first, man.
That's right.
I mean,
on Pittsburgh's ESPN.
Hey, if I talk it, I live it, man.
There you go.
That's what I do.
We don't get everything right. Okay. Even when we
pretty
miss,
accurate though. We're pretty accurate.
Even when we miss, we try to say we missed it.
Yeah.
But who wants to watch people talk about sports or listen to people talk about sports and they don't make predictions, right?
Hey, we're all equivalent to a super accurate archer.
Yeah.
That's what I would compare this panel to.
And what I'm going to do as well, because one of our first topics today is on the Pirates. And, I did that for a reason, fellas.
Yeah.
I did that.
Get them out the way.
Get them out the way.
Get them out the way. We'll be okay.
Slide, right? Slide them out the way. Okay. But before we do some preliminaries, if people would like to join us today, they can join us. The digits are on your screen. 412-218-3888. For those of you on the radio side, that's the text number that I just gave you. Now, the call-in number is 412-213-8995. Please hit us up. We would love for you to be a part of the conversation. Also, connect with us on our socials. If you go to our website, pghdscn.com, you'll see our radio schedule, our 24/7 radio schedule. So you'll be able to listen to various programs, but also connect with us on our socials in our social section, which is farther down the webpage. Okay. All right. So since we got that out the way, we'll dive right into our first topic of today. And right now, our Pittsburgh Pirates, who are scheduled to play today over on the north side. I started to say south side. I'm not sure. But they're playing Seattle
Mariners
tonight. Yeah. And on the mound tonight. Who's on the mound tonight? I know I have
Mitch Keller.
Mitch Keller. I believe you're right. Mitch Keller is on the mound. Mitch Keller right now is 5-4 with ERA above 5 as well. So not only does he need to get it together, the Pirates need to get it together. There's some positive news that came out regarding Connor Griffin, who's been on the injured list. And it's good to hear about the positive news with Connor Griffin. We'll see how much longer it will take for him to get back in the lineup or on the field, as well as O'Neal Cruz, right? Still out. And, the Pirates need as much help as possible. So right now, the Pittsburgh Pirates are 39-39. And the question of the day that I have, and that's fourth place in the National League Central. So the question, fellas, that I have today is, should Pirates general manager Ben Cherington be on the hot seat? And before you answer that, let me give you a little bit of information regarding Ben Cherington. Ben Cherington has been around since November of 2019. Okay, so the first season would have been 2020. Right. And the thing about Ben Cherington, since he's been here, not only has there been no playoff appearance for the Pirates, but there hasn't even been a winning season.
That's a disgrace.
Okay. And he can't blame it on being a small market team, because when you look around and you look at the competition and other teams in Major League Baseball, they're playing in small markets as well, like Milwaukee
Brewers, right?
Cincinnati. They're finding ways to get the job done. Cleveland, right now as well. And I just named a few. Okay. So last season, the Pirates decided to get rid of their field manager and hired Don Kelly, who's the current manager of the team. Okay. In addition to that, there were a number of players that were let go, as well as a number of players that were brought in. So my point is, the only areas where change didn't occur, number one, we'll start at the top. Ownership, Bob Nutting, right? I would love for him to sell the team. But when you own things, you make your own decisions.
Yeah, you got the control. He's not, so he's not giving that up at all.
Yeah. So I don't foresee that anytime soon. And my understanding is he really wants to keep it in the family whenever he decides to step away for one reason or the other. So given that he's not going to sell the team, you have to look at the GM, right, from a accountability standpoint. And as I indicated, one of the things that I did, I looked at last year versus this year. And at this particular time, and when I say this particular time, June 22nd, because the Pirates haven't played yet today. Okay, so June 22nd, 2025 compared to June 22nd, 2026. Which either one of you want to take a guess how it looks?
The records is probably identical.
Yeah.
Okay. What about position in the National League Central?
Last.
Okay.
Nothing's changed.
I say this about them every year, man. Around the 4th of July, they always start to slowly
They're
sink.
always about to be in that last.
Everybody,
space.
they get us all hyped the first beginning of the season.
There has been improvement. Let me say that. So it's not the same as last year.
That's good.
Not only has there been improvement from a record standpoint, there's been a drastic improvement, from a record standpoint. But it still isn't good enough. So in 2025 at this point, the Pirates were 30-48, which that's a 0.38. We'll just call it 39% winning percentage.
Okay.
39-39 is what?
That's 500.
500.
Yeah, that's
50%.
breaking even.
50%. Okay. Last year they were in last place. This year at this time they were in 4th place. Number of games behind last year they were 14 plus. This year they're 7 games behind.
So they split it in half.
Let me see. That's 7 games behind. Doesn't look right. No, that's actually 9 games behind.
They're 9 games. Yeah.
Okay. So there's been some improvement year over year. However, you have to take a look at the expectations coming into the year with the additions that they added offensively. And one of the biggest disappointments that they added is Marcell Ozuna. He's the $12 million man that's playing on a 1-year contract. Now,
that's dude we got from Atlanta, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Exactly. So he hasn't been playing a lot lately, and he's been out of the lineup primarily against right-handed pitchers. Okay. And the Pirates have been rotating designated hitters.
Yeah. Another bad move.
And I mentioned before that, they have to be looking to Dillon. Over the last week, they dealt catcher Joey Bart. They should also ship Henry Davis out with them as well. We talked about this last week. For those that watched last week, I know some of this might be redundant information, but where I'm going, the hot seat.
Yeah.
It should be on fire.
It's been, 2019. He's been here, no winning seasons, didn't even sniff the playoffs, almost lost 100 games last year.
Right.
I mean, we know ownership is the main issue because he has a small budget that he's working with, not like these other teams. But he's not getting it done. Everything he's done, we thought at least we'd have a nice pitching staff, but the bullpen's terrible.
And then the thing about it, though, like you talk about from a budget standpoint, it's supposed to be small. I don't think it should be as small as what a lot of people are saying it is. Okay? But when you spend money, you want a return on your investment.
Period.
Right? So, I mean, you never know when you bring a player in, but when you're in a position like the Pirates, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. Now, based on their current projection, even though they're 500, if they play over 500 slightly, they're projected to probably win about 84 games, which probably wouldn't be good enough to make the playoffs. Okay? My sheet here, always pull out the information. I had the Pirates winning 83 games.
I think I had them breaking even. I remember I was on the show. We did that.
I had 82-80. I had them 2 games over. So this is about where I thought they would be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Swear.
you look at the roster, you look at some of the leadership. I know McCutcheon, got shipped down, but I still would have liked them to bring him back.
Me too.
But they just didn't have it. I knew that from the beginning. And 82-80, I'm feeling good. I don't think there'll be any better than that. Probably no worse.
How's that seat, Ben Cherington?
Oh, that's hot.
That seat is hot.
It should have been hot. He
Yeah.
needs out. I mean, he's under contract until 2027. The Nuttings don't like to fire people when they got money they still owe them. So he may end up getting that last year, and that'll be it.
However, you have the draft that needs to be conducted. And it might be a situation, which I hate to say this, I hate to compare our Steelers to the Pirates, right?
No comparison. No
But
comparison.
where I'm going with Kevin Colbert, he made a draft and walked out the door. He walked out the door, which you could feel more comfortable with.
In a bad draft,
a
and a bad
GM.
draft at that.
Yeah.
He left us with a real stinker there.
You could feel comfortable with a Steelers GM being given that responsibility.
He had a good track record up until that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
basically.
Versus a Pirates GM, Ben Cherington.
Never had nothing good.
Having a draft and then the
Nothing
Pirates.
good.
Almost a decade of losing.
Now,
almost.
something else that the Pirates always have to keep in mind, we're human. We get frustrated. And the ace.
Paul Skeens is struggling.
He's out of here, bro. He's out of
let
here.
me make sure my mic is still
we hear
on.
you
Okay, I
now.
think
we hear you.
We hear you now.
Yeah,
Paul Skeens is out of here the first chance he
I
gets.
got so frustrated I turned my mic on. Yeah. So we have to keep that in mind. So just a few quick things. So we agree that the seat is hot for
burning.
Hot like the
Ben
oven
Cherington.
door.
Underneath earth hot. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, one of the things just from a player standpoint, the Pirates have to score more runs when Skeens pitches.
Yeah,
Man, I mean,
to
he's
support
getting
him.
one run a game, if that.
right.
I mean,
And we can't hold him down.
Is bad.
It's sad. He's gone. I'm telling you, man.
As well as Miss Keller, the last 2 to 3 years, he's been having a good 1/3 of the season
Right.
or half, and then he'll fall apart.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah, so he needs to pull it together, and we need to continue to watch and see if the Pirates are able to make some moves before the trade deadline. The trade deadline is August 3rd, but the Pirates do not need to wait until August 3rd to make moves. So like I said, they play Seattle.
Winnable series. Seattle's probably 500.
They kind of on our level. They kind of on our level.
They have a tough pitching staff.
They do have a good pitching staff,
Mm-hmm.
but same team, 500, smaller market. Let's hope they can do some things. That's a winnable series.
That's another point from a small market standpoint.
Right.
They seem like they could get it done occasionally as well. Matter of fact, I think I had Seattle winning it all, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I think I do remember you saying something about Seattle.
Small market team.
I give you that one, Kev.
There you go. I did pick Seattle.
I give you that one.
I did pick Seattle, if I could remember.
Oh.
All right, so let's switch gears here, fellas, and let's talk about another draft that is going on this weekend. The NHL Draft is going down, and there's one president of hockey operations, Kyle Dubas, has an opportunity to make some noise, improve this team. He indicated during the offseason in one of his interviews that it just wasn't good enough to make the playoffs. Okay. Now it's all about building a team.
Right.
Okay. So from a NHL standpoint, you know who the man is, right? Gavin McKenna.
Yeah, number 1 pick, yeah.
So he's projected to be the number 1 overall pick.
Right.
And some of the other top prospects mentioned Chase Reed, who's a defenseman. Caleb Mahatra, center.
Okay.
Ivar Steinberg, left winger.
Yeah, I got him down. He's rated as the number one international prospect by NHL.com. Elite hockey IQ, excellent playmaker, mature for his age. I wish Ken was here, man, to see what he thinks of him. He currently plays in the SHL. He's a dynamic two-way forward. Hey, Ken Craig, if you watching, man, tell me what you know about Ivar Stenberg.
Texas.
Yeah. The left winger from Sweden, man, 5'11", 190. He's the number one rated NHL international prospect by NHL.com, man.
Excellent. Also, Carson Carroll's a defenseman as well. Now, for the Penguins, most draft analysts expect them to target either a high upside forward or mobile defenseman. Okay. Several mock drafts are out there. Of course, we got to have our mock drafts. So some of the players that were linked for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Wyatt Cullen, Ryan Lynn, and other two-way prospects. So what are the Penguins doing from a draft position? If I could let everybody know how they're drafting. Round one, they have the number 22 overall pick.
But you think they're going to try? I'm hearing they're trying to trade up. You know, maybe having a veteran and trying to move up in the draft. You know, to get a little younger. Get some centers, some wingers.
Well, I'm trying to go from memory. Okay. I think it was like the 39th pick and the 54th pick out there. So yeah, they do have in round two, they have two round two picks, number 39 and number 54. So it was mentioned that maybe they'll trade up, as you said, Luther, and we'll see. And again, the draft is this Saturday and Sunday.
There's also, man, there's a local guy. You know, I love the local kids.
Hold up on the local.
Okay.
So round three, they also have a pick, and also round 6. Go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of those late round picks, they got the Penguins getting one of the local guy that I'm about to touch on.
Okay.
He played with the top pick, the projected top pick, McKenna, Penn State goalie Ryder Fedorov. That's a weekly native, top goalie in the OHL. That's the Ontario Hockey League.
Okay.
Jim Rutherford Trophy winner, which goes to the top goaltender in that hockey league. Listen to these stats. 41 games, 29 wins, 9 losses, 3 ties, 92% save percentage, 6 shutouts, 2.07 goals against average. He's projected as a late second round, early third round projection, and it has him going to the Pittsburgh Penguins at pick 84. That would be great for him out of Sewickley, man. That would be a good story.
That would be a nice story.
Yeah, he put up good numbers, man. So we're gonna see. Hopefully,
real good. Yeah, real good. And what is the name again? Did you say?
Ryder Fedorov, Sewickley native. He's a goalie.
Fedorov.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
right. So these are some of the possibilities, and I might have mentioned some of these names previously, but from a forward standpoint, there's 2 positions that the Penguins are supposed to be focused in on, forwards and defensemen. So the forwards, it could be Lime Ruck, J.P. Hulbert, and that's if he slides. They're thinking that he might not be there. Nikita Klepov, and he sounds like he's Russian.
Yeah.
Jack Hextall, Casey Matron, Ilya Morozov. Those are the forwards.
Doing a nice job with them names.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the Hextall kid related to Ron Hextall. I wonder if that's his kid.
Yeah,
good point. Yeah.
And the defenseman, Xavier Villeneuve and Tommy Blyle and Ryan Lynn. Okay. And likely they're saying for Ryan Lynn is probably where the Penguins will have to move up to actually draft that particular defenseman. Okay. Also, there was a big trade, fellas, that went down in the NHL that we need to talk about.
Oh, yeah, the Carolina guy.
Yeah, Brady Kachuk.
Right after the celebration. That's crazy.
Right.
That is crazy.
My understanding, he pretty much told the team that he didn't want to resign. So they traded him to the Florida Panthers with multiple first-round picks.
Like a Giannis situation. It's time for me to move on. But, man, he's coming off a nice run.
Right after the parade, man. Could you imagine that?
He did it on the parade. This is my farewell tour.
He told him, though. He told management after the season.
I'm a party with y'all, but I'm out.
Yeah, they ain't have no choice but to respect it.
He probably did it right in the locker room. During the celebration, right in the locker room.
Wow.
I have the cup, and I'm out.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to go.
Anything else on the NHL draft?
No, I think you guys covered it all.
Great. So we'll move on to golf, the U.S. Open Championship that went down over the weekend on Father's Day, which was great. They always do it that same particular weekend. Wyndham Clark. And Keith, you were here last week when we did it.
Yeah, nobody I predicted won.
I wanted to pick Wyndham Clark.
Oh, you wanted to pick him?
I wanted to, and I was this far away, and I was being stubborn. It's
nobody
like,
wants him to win, man.
Exactly. That's why.
He's a disrespectful scoundrel, man. Nobody wants this dude to win.
Wait, what did he do? Like, I've been hearing all this negative stuff about him.
Oh, man, he's a jerk. I mean, the guy ripped off a club head, almost hit a volunteer.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
In Oakmont, you should know this. In Oakmont, he destroyed a locker room.
I heard about that.
They caught him on video, just beat it down.
Yeah.
Because he had a bad shot.
I forgot his name.
Spoiled baby, man. Nobody's cheering for those guys.
Man, come on, Wyndham.
Yeah, man.
Now, you mentioned that. Something happened on Sunday as well.
Oh, man.
Okay, and that was on the 17th
He wasn't
hole.
happy winning?
Well, this was before he won.
Okay.
And the controversy was he actually asked for a ruling for relief. Okay, so in golf, Keith, if you're up against a obstruction, it's possible that you might be able to get relief from the obstruction, okay? And moved his ball to a more favorable lie. And some people,
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, some people really didn't like that as well. But hey, if he were allowed to do it,
right.
Yeah, if it's in the rules, then why complain?
He didn't break a rule, but it's just because of who it was.
Right.
The
It's gonna come with some baggage.
The optics look bad.
And let me say this as well. And I mentioned this last week about, I'm not sure what's going on with these golfers, but I'm not sure what's going on in the golf world in general. Because I'm a golfer, and I think the golf world is just too soft, okay? They threw some people out
because they were heckling.
I've been thought that about golf. I'm sorry, no disrespect to the golf. I thought it was soft sport.
Rule you got to be.
However, they
don't be quiet on that live golf.
That's different.
That's live. That's different.
That's
no holds barred over there.
They call it a gentleman's game. Okay, but it's sports competition. Right, it's sports competition.
Exactly. Where's the passion?
Come on, you happy they booed him. You're happy they booed this guy.
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
But the game it's a gentleman. You're supposed to be quiet out there.
Now,
whispers.
You're supposed to be quiet at certain times.
Right.
Okay, but at other times, you should be able to voice your opinion in a respectful way.
Well, we don't know what they were saying. I mean, he got a bad record. I could imagine some of the things they were calling that dude.
The golf world is they're just still too soft for me. They're still too soft.
Yeah, I always thought that.
They shouldn't have a problem with booing a person. Period. What sport can't you boo
exactly
someone you don't want to win?
Golf. Golf, the gentleman's game.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't condone whatsoever calling someone out of character.
Anything but a child of God.
Bad names.
You could boo, though, but I ain't going to call you out your name, though.
Bad names, racial.
Racial slurs.
Did we ever get what they were saying?
Anything like that?
No,
but I just know that they're too soft. They want everybody to cheer everybody. And I'm not down with that. I'm not trying to. If I don't want you, if I don't want you to win, what happens? I mean, We see it all the time in basketball, fellas, right?
Right.
Yeah.
At the free throw line.
Oh man.
At the free throw lines, you have the opposition fans behind the basket.
Yeah, doing all type of stuff.
Jumping jacks and everything.
Speaking of Giannis, they got a countdown for Giannis.
Yeah,
1,
he holds the ball forever.
3, because he's out there 20 seconds.
Right.
Yeah, he's taking a deep breath. He's closing his eyes, biting his nails.
Again, that's basketball, football, baseball. Yeah.
I just think golf, they need to come up to 2026. Now,
I hear you.
Wyndham Clark actually, and I'm going to mute that. If someone is trying to call to get on the show, please call the number on your screen. If you don't see the number on the screen because you're listening on the radio stream, it's 412-213-8995, and we would love to get you on the show. Now, Wyndham Clark, he actually won the U.S. Open Championship with a score of -4 over Sam Burns. Sam Burns had an opportunity to get the -4 on the 18th hole and barely missed the putt. I mean, barely missed the putt. He stuck around, just in case there was a playoff. But hey, Wyndham Clark got it done, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to be a gentleman. Congratulations.
What did he take home?
Congratulations to Wyndham Clark.
What did he take home? Yeah,
the winnings, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know offhand. So if you want to look that up and share that with everybody, because I hate to leave people hanging, but I don't know offhand. So what's going down for this particular week? There is the Travelers Championship, June 25th through the 28th. And that's in Cromwell, Connecticut. And the defending champion is Keegan Bradley. Notable players expected to play: Scotty Scheffler, Wyndham Clark, Xavier Schauffele, Jordan Spieth, and some of the other world top players. So that's what's going down with the U.S. Open Championship and PGA on the men's side. So we'll cover the women's side coming up.
Clark won $4.5 million in 2026.
That's a nice piece of change, boy.
It is
4.5. That's nice.
It is.
Well, I mean, it's in line with the other three majors.
That last thing with Wyndham Clark, based on his behavior, I thought he should have been banned for a time from the U.S. Open. Seriously.
Oh yeah,
From last year.
What he did.
Yeah.
But apparently they said he did everything they wanted him to do. He paid for it. I agree. But he didn't, he should have had more of a serious apology and really done some stuff.
Yeah, in football, you miss games. In basketball, you miss games.
Kyrie had to do more than that. Kyrie Irving had to do more than that for sharing a video. So
that's right.
There you go. But different sports.
Yeah.
Different sports.
Different leagues, and they handle things differently.
That's
but
true.
yeah, they're soft.
Has the mental coach helped Wyndham Clark?
I don't know. I know Wyndham should help him.
He didn't bust up a locker room this year, so maybe it did. So.
Exactly. Well, he won.
Right.
You don't show you don't show your true character when you win. You show your true character when you lose, for sure. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our first break of the day. When we get back, what we'll talk about, we will go to the NFL and talk about the supplemental draft that's been thrown around. We will talk about the Steelers being 5 weeks out from training camp and ranking their tight ends. And also we'll talk women's golf, LPGA PGA Championship. Okay. We'll do all of that and more when we return.
We are going to be on the Royal Caribbean cruise line and their new ship, Icon of the Seas, November 7th through the 14th, 2026.
We got excellent dates because the dates that we got are not within their blackout date, which means that whatever current promotion is happening right now with Royal Caribbean, when you pay your deposit, that promotion will be applied. If it's 60% off the second person, There's one that's a drink credit because they run different promotions all the time. This is a large corporation, and we have all balcony rooms, and we have ocean view rooms that are reserved just for DSEN listeners. Icon of the Seas, it has elevated adult-focused party and chill areas. It has an infinity pool where you sit in this infinity pool and you see views of the ocean. They have a day vibe where there's a DJ. They are a little bit of party without the chaos. So you're not going to get the hoopla party chaos, but you're still going to be entertained. They have the Aquadome. Those of us who are Pittsburgh born and raised, we remember when the Civic Arena used to open up the dome. Remember that?
Absolutely.
How amazing that! I saw Prince and they opened the dome. Well, they have something called an Aquadome on Icon of the Seas, and basically you sit in this theater type zone, and they're doing acrobatics and night activities. You get views of the ocean and the sky and the stars and the moon, and it is just wonderful. They have water park at sea that has 6 water slides to it.
It's
And of
like
course,
a floating city.
it is. It really is.
You're talking about a dome that opens.
Which is why they don't say decks. Instead, that what they have are different neighborhoods. Because it is. It's a rolling on the sea city. And we're going to stop at St. Martin in Phillipsburg. We're going to stop at St. Thomas. Those will be full days where we're there. So you can do excursions if you'd like to do excursions. And of course, there's the perfect day at Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island. And we're going to have a special reserve section for DSEN listeners. It's going to be a wonderful time. While we're on the cruise, we're going to do some trivia. Of course, we'll have a welcome cocktail as well as a farewell dinner. It is not just limited to the radio listeners. Bring everybody. The deposit is $250 per person.
You can go to Pittsburgh's DSEN's website to find out all the good information about the cruise, Icon of the Seas. I even love the name.
No, I love it. I'm a cruise fanatic. I'm ready to go home and start packing. So
I-
I'll see you ladies later.
Pittsburgh, it's an old school party. Yes, each Saturday we throw it back with some of the best old school music, funk, R&B, old school, rap, hip hop, and all the jams that make you move and dance. Yes, check it out each Saturday right here on Pittsburgh's DSEN. All the old school jams, 6 to 11 p.m.
Pittsburgh, have you seen our Sunday radio schedule? Ooh, it is lit. Start the day off with our Sunday gospel music from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will inspire you and have you praising the Lord. Then from 3 to 8 p.m., we bring you Sunday jazz melody for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with the Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Average White Band.
Yeah. Welcome back to Soul Take on Pittsburgh DSEN. But you know about that Luther?
I'm feeling this. This is old school.
Old school for sure.
Parents,
Wow.
No, I had to date myself.
It's a little bit before me, but still, I can relate to it. I can still relate to it. Not too much before me, though. So, yeah, on that note, welcome back. This is Soul Tape on Pittsburgh's DSEN. We do this every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. My name is Kevin Cameron. Across from me, and let me see, on the right side of your screen, in the red, Is it Tiger Red? I think I asked you that earlier.
Yeah.
Keith Platt.
Yes, sir.
And NBA Jam.
And also,
a little nostalgia.
Mr. Luther Dupree Jr. is back in the house as well. So, yeah.
Back to take my victory tour.
What victory tour?
Well, I told you the Spurs were too young to win a championship.
Are we still going to have this argument?
I'm just saying.
Luther, you did not say that.
I said they were too young to win it. Did I not say those words? They're too young to win a championship.
Against OKC, and you said that the real championship was whoever won the West. You said that New York did not play anybody.
Okay, and that's when I still stand by what I said.
But you still had you had the winner of the West winning it all.
I did say that.
Thank you. That's the only thing I'm saying.
When I thought OKC was going to win it, I didn't know that.
What happened.
Listen, I didn't know that Jay Will was going to be hurt and play half a game. AJ Mitchell, and I didn't know that Chet Holmgren was going to play soft as baby. This guy was
said the winner of the West. You should have said.
I was so confident. Listen, if OKC's healthy, they blow out the Spurs.
I'm telling you, I said that
in 5-6 games.
But if the 6 wasn't 7, I'd be a millionaire, man.
You two better not let Jalen Brunson hear you say that.
Hey, I'm proud of Jalen.
I'm happy for Jalen. You know, I'm a fan of his.
You know, he capitalized
beat OKC
on an
this season.
inferior team, a young team that shouldn't have been there.
I think it was just the Knicks.
They'll be back.
I think it was just the Knicks.
It was destined for the Knicks, man. The way everything fell into place.
It was destined that they didn't play the OKC Thunder, and they got the victory.
And then remember, they played a Philly team with a halfway good Joel Embiid.
I mean, the Knicks played well, but they had an easy run.
It's a lot to say, fellas, and we're not talking about the NBA yet. But since we're digressing, it's a lot to say, fellas, and I brought this up before the playoffs. Before the NBA playoffs, I say, look, there hasn't been a repeat winner in the last 7 years.
I thought SGA was going to do it.
And it'll continue next year.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to continue next year.
I wouldn't doubt it, but in order for OKC to have won, they would have been back-to-back champions.
Right.
I wanted them to do it so bad.
Last time, I think, was Golden State, right? I believe it was Golden State, the last back-to-back winners. Yep. And this is what Adam Silver wanted, so...
Hey, the more teams that could win is beneficial for the league, more especially when that team is New York, right?
That's a huge win.
Yeah. Big market.
Big time.
Now they're going to the White House.
Yeah, so there's another big market out there, and who knows when they'll win again. Philly.
Philly?
Yeah, Philly.
They way off.
Yeah. But all right.
Some work to do.
So let's talk about the topic that we have on our outline, and that is the NFL came out today and decided that there'll be no supplemental draft.
Yes.
So what will Brendan Sorsby do, the quarterback that would have been the main reason for the supplemental draft, and the guy that had a gambling problem.
He had a gambling problem. A couple bets here, 90,000, 9,000 bets his whole career, every team he's been on. I'm so glad that
I'm not sure if it's every team he's been on. Cincinnati, I don't think he betted on Cincinnati.
He didn't get a chance to play for Texas Tech, so
I mean, every team, Cincinnati.
We don't know, but since we're on these airways, we have to cover our butt.
There's a history of him betting on more than one team.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's say that.
That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, but
Pete Rose playing quarterback, man.
But check this out, fellas. The NFL and other sports entities, I think they have a bigger issue, and they need to get ahead of this.
Right.
Because you can't tell me right now there's not high school kids that are betting on games right now.
Oh, of course. It's
okay. You can't watch a game on TV without 25 DraftKings or FanDuel.
Exactly. So
they're all in bed.
They're building.
They support it.
They're building an environment where it's being fostered. Okay. And then when you have a player that has the history, they're being held accountable for that action.
Right.
Who knows who the next, who can I say, Cam Hayward is going to be? or the next Aaron Donald is going to be, as far as that elite player, and someone looks at his history and say, oh, you made a bet in high school, or you made a bet in your first year of college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm not condoning what Brendan Sorsby did whatsoever. I think he was just way over the top, but
I'm condemning it. I mean, this guy had all those bets.
I'm saying I don't condone it.
Oh, condone it. Okay, okay.
You know what's crazy? I look at Brendan Sorsby, and I actually think, I'm just looking at our quarterback room, I actually think he's better than Drew Aller. I think he sees the floor better, the field better. He just has a gambling issue.
That's not saying much,
but
first
I'm just
of all.
saying.
But you're right. But I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't touch him with a 7-foot pole. He's too hot. We talked about, the GM. He's too hot right now.
You know what? Let's not be too hard on Drew Aller. Okay, and I've been over there, and I don't like what I saw from Drew Aller.
Yeah, well, it's shorts and T-shirts too, though, Kev.
I tried to tell you guys.
I said I don't like what I saw from Drew Aller, but there's a lot of possibility for upside there is what I'm getting to. So to give you an example, who was supposed to be the number one quarterback coming into this last draft?
What, Arch Manning?
Archie Manning.
Yeah, him or Dante Moore.
No, it was Arch Manning. And that was all hype.
Yeah, that was all hype.
Everything.
However, he had the opportunity to stay in college and develop more, and hopefully he'll be that number one prospect that people thought he would be this year. So my point is, Drew Aller, he's not looking good right now, but there's an opportunity to get better, and we've seen it as well. We've seen a lot of players, being subpar,
and develop.
They got better. A big one is Josh Allen as well. Josh Allen was
major accuracy issues.
Exactly,
and he turned it up a whole other notch the last 5 years.
But people saw the signs. That's how he was drafted in the first round. There was something there.
They saw the signs with Drew Aller too before this last year. I mean, before this last year, Penn State was supposed to be
ever since
a number 3 team.
I've been on him ever since he got there because they hyped him up like he was going to be this.
He don't never win no big games.
I never saw it. He was surrounded by time.
Brendan Sorsby.
Yeah, I got an option for him.
Yeah, what will he do?
If I'm him, and I hope you're listening, Mr. Sorsby, because the supplemental draft, they're not rocking with you.
Good.
So if I'm Brendan Sorsby, I'm going to go play in the UFL next year. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting me some reps.
I thought Canadian League.
Well, they already started. It's too late now this year. It's too late this year. They just started.
I don't think it's too late.
It's June already. The games was on the other day on CBS Sports, so they already got their roster.
You can still get on a roster.
He's not going to get in, though. He's not going to get no reps.
Yeah,
I think he will. You know how good, Keith, that would be for that league from a
same as the UFL next year
standpoint.
Spring league on that team.
Yeah. Exactly.
It would be perfect for the UFL because that's right before the round of draft time. He could play there, then go to the NFL.
Yeah, but
he's getting reps?
Is he eligible for the UFL?
He should be.
Well?
He should be.
I don't think he should be allowed to play in the United States for a year.
Wow.
He should be banned for a year. CFL, okay, go over to the Canadian Football League, prove yourself, and then you can, try to come back in. Listen, I want him to be punished. Now, think if he's your quarterback.
Yeah, that's why I don't want him.
You can't have that guy. It's built on trust. What happens the first time he throws 5 interceptions, or he's at the goal line and does a Russell Wilson and throws a screen to the New England Patriot, Malcolm Butler?
Right.
What are you going to say?
Right. I told Steeler Nation.
Money on that game. No, I'm so glad that there's no supplemental draft for this guy. Punish this kid. Punish this kid.
Could you imagine the headlines in the Courier or the any other newspaper around here? Brendan Sorsby throws 3 inners in the AFC Championship. It comes out he bet $5 million on the Steelers. Could you imagine that?
Anytime he has
I don't want that, man. I don't want that.
Or against the Steelers.
Right.
Yeah.
He had money on it.
Right. It's going to be gambling allegations anytime he throw an inner.
Get this guy out of USA football for a year. Let him prove himself. Say he went to rehabilitation, get a mental health coach like Clark, and then come back.
All right. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our Pittsburgh Steelers. The countdown has started, and we're right now about 5 weeks out from camp. And last week we went over the running backs, and I believe we all, ranked the running backs as good.
Yeah, pretty solid room.
Pretty solid room. Ooh. So this week we are.
When y'all say pretty solid, what does that mean? Top 10,
probably
top 15?
Probably B.
Yeah, like a B plus.
Yeah.
So that's like top 10?
Yeah, you got 2 quality good rushers that I believe in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some possibles.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, just to recap that, if I have my list right here, Jaylen Warren, Rico Dowdle, Caleb Johnson, and Eli Hendrick are the running backs that we went over.
Hatton right.
Eli didn't pass up Caleb yet?
Eli Hatton right.
Not yet.
Well, he's a hybrid, though. He's a hybrid.
I believe Eli has a better chance of making the team.
What's your grade?
I'm with you guys. I'd say it's a top B, top 10, at number 10.
Okay.
But
somewhere in that
10,
range.
Yeah, top 10.
Okay. Yeah. Plus, I think with the changes on the offensive line, it's going to make the running game better as well.
We'll see. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a big change. Everybody's moving.
Well, you do it early.
Yeah.
And I think the Steelers are doing it the right way. So let's move on to the tight ends.
Yeah.
And for the tight ends, here's the depth chart for the tight end. Of course, the number 1 man is Pat Freiermuth. And then we have Darnell Washington, number 2. And they're really like co-starters, if you ask me. And then a free agent that was picked up. I can't remember. Was that a free agent or a trade?
I think it was
a free agent, right?
Free agent.
Robert Tonyan.
Yeah, that's for death.
Yeah.
And Jaheim Bell as well. Now, keep this in mind as well. The top 2 tight ends are under contract for a number of years. Darnell Washington signed a 4-year, $42 million contract extension with the team, which included $20.25 million in guaranteed money and a $10 million signing bonus. So on average, it's about $10.5 million on average per year. Okay, so that runs through the 2030 season. Pat Freiermuth signed the deal back in 2024. That was a 4-year deal, $48.4 million. So whoever says the Steelers don't spend money, they can't say that, okay? So the deal includes $11.6 million fully guaranteed, $10.5 million signing bonus, and the average per year is about $12.1 per year. So their tight end room, and I didn't look from a contract standpoint to see where that ranks.
Well, yeah, they're both in the top 12 highest paid tight ends in the league. Okay. Both of them. So that's a heavy investment.
Would you say that they're in the top 5 from a tight end room from a compensation standpoint?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And the Steelers have the highest paid defense, or one of the top 3 as well.
Right.
So
highest paid linebackers for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Outside linebackers, right? So yeah, the Steelers spend money. So
they also say that this new offensive coordinator, I'm making sure I pronounce his name right, Angelico. Did I say it right?
I believe so.
Yeah, they say he loves to drop a lot of plays for the tight end and scheme up the tight ends, man. He had the TJ Hawkinson kid. He turned him up real good. So the future's bright, and I like what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing.
Okay.
It's going to be Mike McCarthy.
He's definitely going to have a lot of
Mike McCarthy.
a lot of imprint.
And since you mentioned Mike McCarthy as well, we had an opportunity during mandatory minicamp, probably about 3 weeks ago, to ask him about Darnell Washington, and let's hear what he said about Darnell Washington at the time.
Okay.
Time with Darnell, what has impressed you about him, and how do you see him
Love
fitting
Darnell. He's been there every day. He's in the classroom, good student. He's a pro's pro. I've been very, very impressed with him. So, he's done everything we've asked. I just think, I know I keep saying this. Year one, as you get to know your players, there are certain schemes you may tilt one way or the other, variations of schemes, and definitely we've been doing that with our tight ends, and he's a big part of that reason.
Greg, last week you parted ways with Darius Swinton. Is there any?
Okay, you can go ahead and cut that right there. All right, so that last question was about the special teams coach being released for some things that was deemed inappropriate.
I wish I knew, but anyway.
But
I'll tell you after the show about about the real deal.
Yeah.
After the show.
So Darnell Washington, that's why he got paid. You know, because the Steelers believe in him.
Yeah, I like Mount Washington.
Go ahead. Do you have anything on him, Keith, or
Mount
any
Washington?
comments? Yep.
No, not really, man. And as far as that tight end room go, though, I don't really consider him a tight end, but he's going to help in the room too. Riley Nowakowski. You know, he's more of an H-back, though, more in like the Cal Juszczyk mold. But he'll have some tight end plays ran up for him, too. And he could catch the ball, man. 39 targets, 39 catches at Indiana, bro. Glue.
And
sticky fingers.
We didn't mention him on the depth chart.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's more like an H-back. You know what I'm saying?
We got to see what he does at this level.
Yeah.
You know, he could be Connor Haywood, be the Wildcat quarterback, because we know Aaron Rodgers.
That's his NFL comp.
We know Aaron Rodgers is going to sit back like a drill sergeant and just point first down.
Right,
so.
right.
But
so since you mentioned, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just speaking on this, I like their tight end room. Pat Freiermuth, great route runner. Washington, he's more of the blocking tight end because Pat Freiermuth is not blocking anyone really.
No, not really.
That's not his special. He's paid to catch passes.
It's like a faster version of Heath Miller to me.
But they're not going to blow open that middle. That's the one thing
they're not going to what?
They're not going to really stretch that middle of the field. I mean, Freiermuth is more a possession guy.
Yeah, Nowakowski can do that.
I've
seen it at Indiana. I know.
Now you cannot claim a rookie until we see it. They don't have, to me.
But that's
they
all
don't
we
have
can go
anybody
off
that's going to
of,
stretch.
though.
That's why I have them towards the bottom of the top 10.
Okay,
tight end, maybe that number 6. Because I'd like to see a little more.
Well,
hey, but hold up, Luther. Okay. I got to get you on this one, man.
Okay, get me on this one.
The last time you tried to talk bad about a Big Ten player, man, they end up being a starter, man. His name is Tyler Nubin. You remember the safety, man. Come on, man. You just say this about these Big Ten players, and then they turn out to be good.
3 years ago.
I'm just saying, man.
3 years ago.
But
it's the same
that's
conference.
Good. When you
going
say,
against the same type of defenses.
When you say
3 years ago.
You know what I'm saying?
But up until that, what about all the guys I was right about? I was one guy you pinpointed out.
I had to say that because we talk about Riley Nowakowski.
The great thing is time will tell.
Yeah.
The time will tell. But since we mentioned Riley Nowakowski out of Indiana, he was the 5th round draft pick of this last draft. Let's hear what one of the coaches, the running backs coach, I believe, had to say about him at the time he was drafted.
So ultimately, whether it's a fullback, whether it's a tight end, or a running back, your job is to find ways to bring value to the team. So I definitely envision us utilizing the position often. That's going to define himself. Once he gets here, we're able to see, where he fits us best and where he can grow.
Last year's fullback was also the short yardage quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You envision that for him?
Hey, I'm following Coach's lead on that one, brother. I'm following Coach's lead. Whatever his vision is, we'll roll with it. Great question.
He started his career as a linebacker in college and then transitioned to the offensive side of the ball. How can those skills as a linebacker be transferred to what you envision his role in this offense being?
That's a great question as well. Imagine a young man who's playing the offensive side of the ball who has chemistry and understanding on the defensive side of the ball, so he's able to see it from their perspective, their eyes, and use that to his strength. It's worked out well for him. It's worked out great for him, right? We're talking about him, and he's going to be here soon. And I can definitely see him using that to his strengths and the best of his ability. In my mind, just the simple fact that he played linebacker, you can see that dog, that physicality, style of play that he brings. And I'm so excited that we get to work with that on the offensive side of the ball.
How does he fit in with the current tight ends on the team?
Yeah, I really can't answer that question. I haven't done a lot of, spent a lot of time evaluating our current tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it goes back to just flexibility, availability, position flex. I'm sure he's going to find ways to help out multiple rooms, not just our room and the running back's room, but also be a valuable asset to the tight end room as well.
Anyone else? As a coaching staff, did you guys kind of have a unique amount of insight into Indiana this year with Frank, Adam Henry being over there, just all kind of the Pittsburgh connections?
Yeah, I wouldn't say any more insight than any other team. We did our due diligence as far as studying the tape throughout the year, spending time watching, games in person, film, different guys going out and seeing things, combine, things of that nature. But nothing more or less than the players. Just so happens that they played for the championship in college football, and so you were able to see him participate and play a little bit more than you would other players who their seasons end a little bit sooner. So normal due diligence, but man, I'm super excited about Riley.
All right, so there you go. That was one of the Stiller coaches talking about Riley Nowakowski out of Indiana. He was a 5th-round draft pick. The Stillers plan on using him primarily as a running back. However, he could slide over to fill some roles as a tweener. Did you say tight end?
Tight end, H-back, wildcat quarterback, replacing Connor Hayward.
Exactly. Okay.
I heard a Tomlinism in your position flexibility. I said, man, has he been listening to some Tomlin interviews?
You're right.
I had to turn around and look.
Might have talked to him.
Right.
Now, footballnetwork.com actually, even before this was after I decided for us to talk about the tight ends. They came out with the ranking of the tight ends, NFL tight ends across the league.
Position group or solo?
Position group.
Okay.
So it was actually good timing. Okay. So when I took a look, they actually only provided, and I guess they want you to go to their place to check out the whole list, but they ranked the top 5 NFL tight end rooms. Now, Luther, you said you had them probably at 6, right?
6.
Pretty close. On this list, they're number 5. Okay, they're number 5. And here's the list. Number 4 is the Los Angeles Chargers with Ordon Gatson 2.
Yeah, they loaded.
Charlie Kohler and David Njoku, who came over.
Yeah, they loaded.
Came over from the Browns.
Cleveland. Yeah. Gadsden's on his way.
Number 3, they had the Buffalo Bills with Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Jackson Howes, if I pronounced that correctly, Hawes. Number 2, they have the LA Rams, Kobe Parkinson, Tyler Higbee, Terrence Ferguson, Max Clare, and Davis Allen. Wow, they're loaded up over there. And then Chicago, they had number 1. They have Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, and Sam Ross.
I'm surprised the Raiders ain't in there with Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers. That's right? Insane.
Okay. Now, here's what they said, if I can find it, about the Stillers. Let me see. All right, here it is right here. The second highest 13 personnel rate in 2025. And it makes a lot of sense as to why Jonnu Smith is gone, but their top 2 tight ends, Pat Frymuth and Darnell Washington, both returned, both ranked in the top 20 in the PFN tight end impact scoring, making the Steelers one of 2 teams with 2 tight ends to rank in the top 20 in the league last year. Pittsburgh brought in veteran Robert Tonyan. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Robert Tonyan.
Tonyan?
Yeah.
To compete for their 3rd string tight end position. Though he had just 1 catch in the last 2 seasons, he was plenty of productive a few years ago during his stint in Green Bay. So he'll battle with undrafted free agent Lake McRae, who we didn't mention. And 2024 7th-round pick, Jaheim Bell. Okay. Let me see. And also, they talked about what we talked about, though he projects best as a fullback. The Steelers also drafted Riley Nowakowski in the 5th round, who has tight end capabilities. So we pretty much cover all the bases. So let's put a grade on it.
For the tight ends?
For the tight ends.
I'm gonna go B-.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go B-. I'm thinking about what you said, Luther, until he proves it in the NFL.
To be in the top 5 is a B-. Top 5 in the NFL. They have him number 5. That's a B-. I'm going A minus.
You going A minus?
I'm going A minus.
I think the Raiders tight end group is better than ours. You know what I mean? But
okay.
Like he was saying though, I got to see Riley Nowakowski do it at the NFL level. But I like our tight end room though. Like I don't really have too much negative stuff to say, man.
Yeah. I got him a B minus.
Okay.
Number 6, the ones I have in front of them. Of course, Chicago.
Yeah.
They're loaded.
Yeah, they
Loveless and Komet.
Yeah.
Those guys are
Dogs.
bad. Los Angeles Rams, Higbee.
Yup.
Detroit Lions. Sam Laporta. Brock Wright. And the Raiders. Brock Bowers and like you said,
Michael Mayer. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have them coming in after Buffalo as well.
Yeah,
So I have them
Buffalo,
6.
man.
I give them a B minus.
Yeah, B minus.
Right, but A B range.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
not
That's not
at all.
bad.
Not at all.
They're paying like they have the top one though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of those other teams have 2 guys getting paid in the top 12 in their positions.
And I think a lot of people overlook Pat Freiermuth, due to last season. I thought he didn't get the ball enough.
Right. That was horrible.
Right.
Hopefully this year with McCarthy and
Smith doesn't
Angelico.
have a contract right now.
Yeah, and that's insane.
And he took plays away from Pat Freiermuth.
he did.
That was
And
a
then you said
fireable
Jonnu
offense.
Smith what?
I don't think he's on a team.
He's a
right
free
now.
agent.
He's
He's a
still
free agent. Yup, that's
because
crazy.
he's done. He's washed. There's no way he should have been taking plays away from Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah, Pat's
Arthur
a dog
Smith
for real, man.
really needed to take a lot of heat for that.
I'm not sure
Gotta
if
use
it
him.
were so much Jonnu Smith though, because he didn't have a big year.
No, he dropped some balls
Darnell
too, though.
Washington, of course,
Yeah.
Took plays away, which
Right.
rightfully so, because it's kind of like 1 and 1A, to be honest with you. And like you said, when you can't block, I mean, you got to use Darnell Washington, who can do both.
But I didn't see anything out of Jonnu all year. I mean, the last year it looked like he was going to be, but I didn't see anything.
I'm going to have to look that up during break to see.
When he was in Miami, he looked like Shannon Sharp.
Number of targets for the Steelers. I'll have to look at that during
But
break.
every time Pat Freiermuth was in there, he put up plays.
He put up Pesley against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He kills them. Yeah, they got to hope McCarthy know that. Give him 10 catches that
so
game.
let's do this. We wanted to talk about the LPGA Championship. We'll do that when we get back. In addition to that, we will go NBA and talk about what's going down in the NBA. Today is a big day right after our show. So we'll talk about the NBA draft. We'll talk about Giannis, the Greek freak who got traded to Miami.
Cool.
And so we'll do all of that and more when we return.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat by Niche experience? Beat by Niche is one of the top makeup artists in the city of Pittsburgh. She's touched the face of Cardi B, Love and Hip Hop personalities, and various Steeler wives. If you have not sat in her chair, what are you waiting for? Visit beatbyniche.com to schedule your special makeover for all occasions: weddings, graduations, proms, photo ops, and more. Visit beatbyniche.com and experience the touch of excellence.
We are going to be on the Royal Caribbean cruise line and their new ship, Icon of the Seas, November 7th through the 14th, 2026.
We got excellent dates because the dates that we got are not within their blackout date, which means that whatever current promotion is happening right now with Royal Caribbean, when you pay your deposit, that promotion will be applied. If it's 60% off the second person, there's one that's a drink credit because they run different promotions all the time. This is a large corporation, and we have all balcony rooms and we have ocean view rooms that are reserved just for DSEN listeners. Icon of the Seas, it has elevated adult-focused party and chill areas. It has an infinity pool where you sit in this infinity pool and you see views of the ocean. They have a day vibe where there's a DJ. They are a little bit of party without the chaos. So you're not going to get the hoopla party chaos, but you're still going to be entertained. They have the Aquadome. Those of us who are Pittsburgh born and raised, we remember when the Civic Arena used to open up the dome. Remember that?
Absolutely.
How amazing that! I saw Prince and they opened the dome. Well, they have something called an Aquadome on Icon of the Seas, and basically you sit in this theater type zone and they're doing acrobatics and night activities. You get views of the ocean and the sky and the stars and the moon, and it is just wonderful. They have water park at sea that has 6 water slides to it. And of
like
course,
a floating city.
it is. It really is.
You're talking about a dome that opens.
Which is why they don't say decks. Instead, that what they have are different neighborhoods. Because it is. It's a rolling on the sea city. And we're going to stop at St. Martin in Phillipsburg. We're going to stop at St. Thomas. Those will be full days where we're there. So you can do excursions if you'd like to do excursions. And of course, there's the perfect day at Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island. And we're going to have a special reserve section for DSEN listeners. It's going to be a wonderful time. While we're on the cruise, we're going to do some trivia. Of course, we'll have a welcome cocktail as well as a farewell dinner. It is not just limited to the radio listeners. Bring everybody. The deposit is $250 per person.
You can go to Pittsburgh's DSEN's website to find out all the good information about the cruise, Icon of the Seas. I even love the name.
No, I love it. I'm a cruise fanatic. I'm ready to go home and start packing. So I'll see you ladies later.
Having a ball talking sports, talking Pittsburgh sports. If you missed the first segment, we talked about the Pittsburgh Pirates struggling and if GM Ben Cherington should be on the hot seat.
Fire.
We also talked about the Pittsburgh Penguins, what they'll do in this weekend's NHL Draft, and we talked men's golf, Wyndham Clark winning the U.S. Open. So you can go back, check that out, as well as the last segment where we talked NFL. NFL, no supplemental draft for Brendan Sorsby. So what will he do? We'll see. And then we broke down the Steelers tight ends to let everyone know how the Steelers are positioned going into the 2026 draft. Okay, now we move on and we'll talk LPGA, the women's side of professional golf, and they'll have one of their majors this week, the PGA Championship. Now here, Keith, the purse for everybody.
Okay.
13 mil. Okay. The field, the number of players, 156 player field. And the main woman that she's one of the favorites is Nelly Korda.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's the world number one right now.
Heavily favored.
Yeah. And then you have defending champion, Minjee Lee. Okay. And she has a strong major history as well. So as far as the course, it's supposed to be a demanding championship style course that rewards long irons, as well as you got to have patience, is what they're saying for this particular course. It has a strong international field with Gino Tickle, Reoning Yin, Lydia Ko. I'm very familiar with Lydia Ko. She's a very good golfer. The same thing with Charlie Hall. If I'm not mistaken, Charlie Hall is out of Canada.
Yeah, I got her winning it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have Si Young Kim. So
you say Hannah Green?
I did not. And I'm talking, where's Hannah Green from?
I was just going through looking on the list.
Okay.
She's done well. She was a winner before.
Because I was going over the international field.
Okay.
So if she's a U.S. citizen, she might be on that list.
Okay.
Okay. So some of the dark horses here is Reoning Yin, Lydia Ko, where there's the career Grand Slam that is on the line here, and Charlie Hall as well. They're considering, this is a dark horse favorite tier, because I really don't look at these golfers as a dark horse.
Okay.
Now the sleepers is Haran Ryu, Austin Kim, Mayu Yamashita, Angel Yin, Hyo Kim, and Lauren Coughlin. Okay? So what do you think, fellas? Who do you like?
I'm going to go with the top, Nelly Korda. You know, she's the overwhelming favorite. I'm going to stick with the.
You're going with Nelly.
I'm going with Nelly.
Okay.
I'm going with Nelly.
I'm going with Charlie Hall, man. She's won tournaments.
Taking the underdog?
Yeah, she's won tournaments, LEP tournaments, and LPGA tournaments. She's young too, man. She's only 30.
Yeah.
Canadian native. Yeah, I like her a lot, and I think she's going to shock a lot of people and win the tournament.
Okay.
Charlie Hall.
Okay, I'm going with Nelly Korda as well, Luther. I just like, her strong overall game. And I think she's ready to get the career Grand Slam.
They need a personality in the LPGA.
Yeah, like somebody with some swag.
Yeah,
everybody too laid back.
I missed that.
They need a bigger
alpha.
personality.
They need an alpha.
Yeah,
somebody with some swag. Everybody's cool and quiet and say preppy and quirky a little bit. I see where you're going with that. Yeah, who's that firecracker?
They need somebody to mix it up.
Who's that firecracker female?
Yeah, bring some energy.
Right.
And Nelly, she's not the one, huh? To do it.
Nah,
she's number one, but she don't have that. She
seems chill.
Yeah, she's laid back.
Yeah, she just seems like she want coffee and she want to golf and she's going home, man. That's the perception I get from her.
Yeah.
Okay. And your sleeper.
Sleeper. I'll go with Charlie Hall. I'll go with yours.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my sleeper.
My man.
She ain't favorite. Anything I saw, she wasn't the favorite.
Yeah, that's good. I like it like that.
I don't look at her as a sleeper though.
Yeah, I mean she's very experienced. She's certified vet. She's very experienced.
They have her listed. They have her listed as a dark horse favorite.
Yeah, compared to everybody else, though, nobody's talking about her. So,
right,
yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking about her, but nobody else is. You watch the golf networks and whatnot. They talking about Nelly and Lottie Wood and them.
Gino.
Yeah, you Kim and them. They talking about those women.
Yeah, I can't go too deep into it. So I'm gonna stick with Charlie as a dark horse.
Yeah, I tried to watch a little bit of it to get some insight.
All right, so I'm going with Maya Yamashita for a sleeper.
Mamacita.
Yeah, she had a
for
big
a sleeper.
She had a big victory, at the LP.
She
mayor.
performs well from what I understand in majors.
Yeah, she's a rising
She
force.
has some close calls, so you never know. It might be her week.
She's not a sleeper, is she? She's top 5.
She's listed as a sleeper. Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah,
she ran up in there. When I looked, she was number 3 on my list, man. She ain't no sleeper.
We have different lists.
Yeah, we got some different lists, man.
Yeah, but that's my pick.
Okay,
that's my pick.
That's a good pick.
And I'm sticking
that
with
could
it.
have been your number 1 pick.
Nah, I doubt it. It's a big difference between her
Nellie's
and Nelly.
definitely number 1. Yeah,
Definitely.
For sure,
All right, so let's talk about this big trade that went down.
Finally.
Keith Platt actually called last week.
Woo! Ric Flair, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
Tell us about it, Keith.
I called it last week. I had a funny feeling. I had an NBA resource that kind of told me that Giannis was going to the Miami Heat, and it ended up working. And Giannis is there now. It was a trade for a Tyler Hero and a few other people. You can look it up. But what I got from this trade, I like this Miami Heat starting 5 now. A lot of people don't like it, but I think. If you dig deep, Luther, just hear me out. You probably got the best defensive line to challenge Wemby with Bam, Giannis, and Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is a monster, bro.
Bobby coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's coming out, but he's going to help. He'll help.
Crazy ass.
13 points a game, 45% three-point shooter, 6'11", toughness. He ain't scared of nothing. I'll walk down a dark alley with him in any neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, he done knocked out a few of his teammates, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah. He's the one who rearranged that dude's face a couple years ago. He's a bad boy.
My man from Spain. Yeah. So you got the starting 5. You got Bam. You got Giannis, Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell. He'll probably re-sign.
Oh, Norman Powell may be gone. They're not going to have enough money to sign him unless he takes a Miami Heat.
Why wouldn't you want to stay in Miami?
For no
Miami
state
we're
tax.
talking about now.
Maybe he'll.
This is Miami.
That roster's
He had his best year though down there. 21 points a game, 38% 3-point shooter. He was in a 3-point contest. He's more of a slasher, but
you're satisfied with Davion Mitchell as your starting.
I love Davion Mitchell. I liked him at Baylor. He is a pest at point guard. Ooh. He is a pest. He's a mosquito, bro. He's a mosquito.
He is.
He got championship pedigree.
He's not a starting level point guard.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he's the perfect point guard for Pat Riley.
Off the bench. I like him.
You
off
like
the
him
bench.
off? Do you think they could get somebody better?
I don't know. There's no how. They gave away all their picks. They traded half their roster.
Well, they're known for good G League scouting.
Listen,
and look at a guy like Duncan Robinson.
I got to give it to Pat Riley.
That's
Pat
what I'm
Riley
saying.
has a history. If he didn't get this move, I was going to say it's time for him to step down.
Yeah.
But slick Riley,
boy, don't he always pull it off? Don't he always do that?
I mean, they still need to add more.
They need some shooters.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that starting lineup.
These dudes are a bunch of slashers, but they all can shoot threes. Look, Davion Mitchell, 39% three-point shooter. Norman Powell, 38% three-point shooter. Andrew Wiggins, 41% three-point shooter. But their game is more known as going to the hoop, but they can't shoot the three.
Who's on that bench, though, man?
They got to add some pieces.
A bunch of G League players.
They got to add some pieces.
And will he stay? Will he be
Wiggs,
a big piece?
I would stay. I mean, I think he's going to stay. I would. It's a good starting 5, man. I think they can compete in the East. It's a good starting 5. They got to add some pieces. And I trust Pat Riley.
Good starting 5?
Yeah, and I trust Hall of Fame coach Eric Spoelstra. He's a monster. And he has great talent, man. What's the one guy's name they got off the bench? I can't think of his name right off top. I got to go to the Heat roster. He's a G League prospect, and he scouted him, and he was getting major minutes for the Miami Heat.
Listen, they bring up a lot of guys. They have a system,
right?
And they get them to fit in their system.
Yeah.
But right now, there's not a lot of money.
Duncan Robinson, man.
True, Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent.
Okay.
Exactly.
There's a lot of guys.
So here's the deal. So Miami receives Giannis and Bobby Portis.
Yeah.
Milwaukee receives Tyler Hero.
Yep.
Khalil Ware.
Yami Hawkes.
Cass. Pereira. What is it?
Kunis.
Yeah.
Oh, Khalil Ware too.
Jamie Jaquez Jr.
Yeah, Hami Hawkes Jr.
The number 13 overall pick in tonight's draft.
And three first rounders overall.
An unprotected 2031 first-round pick.
All for Giannis.
An unprotected 2033 first-round pick. A 2030 first-round pick. Swap. That's a swap. And a 2033 second-round pick. Wow. I would have made that trade too, fellas.
I would have too.
If you're who? If you're Milwaukee?
If I'm Milwaukee. I'm definitely making that trade.
I like it. It's just
now, what if you're Miami? You wouldn't have made that trade?
I think they gave up too much.
They gave up a lot.
Yeah.
They gave up a lot. But listen, you get one of the top 5 players in the NBA.
Exactly.
To match him up with a guy who just dropped
but are you
83 points in a game.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Bam just dropped 83.
Are you going to win a championship? And if so, how long will it take you?
If you get the right people around. You don't need a whole lot with Giannis and Bam.
Don't.
Defensively, they're going to be outstanding because those guys can cover a lot of ground.
Yes, they can.
They understand. Now, spacing's going to be an issue.
That's why I said, you need some shooters.
Can they get guys to take less to come play with them and have a chance?
And one more thing. Hold up, Kev. Also, too, for this to pay off and for this trade to work, I'm going to tell you what needs to happen. Because Jimmy Butler, he took a lesser talented Miami Heat team to the championship twice. So Giannis got to get them to the championship twice, and he has to deliver. He has to, because if Jimmy Butler could do it with less talent, and he's nowhere near on Giannis's level.
Jimmy had more talent than what Giannis has right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Giannis.
I mean, Giannis, this team, this roster as constructed is not good.
Yeah, well, it's right now. We'll see when the season starts.
We got to see after the draft and after the offseason.
But Jimmy Butler got him there twice, so I think Giannis is better than him, and I think Giannis can get him there.
The East is a lot better right now than it was back when Jimmy Butler was there.
But he should be able to elevate this team and get them there, man. I'm going to give Giannis 3-4 years, man. They should at least have one championship. He should at least have one championship. Two's pushing it.
At least one?
Yeah. Because if Jimmy Butler could get him to the championship, he should be able to.
Do that, Keith.
I'm telling you.
But that was a weak Eastern Conference.
I feel you.
It does matter.
Right now, we have the defending champion New York Knicks. You got a 60-win Detroit Lions team. We got Pistons, Boston Celtics, which won 60, and right now they got 2 of the best two-way players. Cleveland Cavaliers. This is a much better East. I think you're putting a lot, but Miami's expecting that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
so just gotta get it done.
A little bit of news before the draft as well. Portland Trailblazers actually hire Makai Nori, if that's how you pronounce his name, on a 1-year deal. 1 year. That's strange to hire a coach for 1 year.
Yeah.
They only gave him 1 year.
1 year. Okay. And also, so that was announced today. Dusty May of Michigan is actually going to
Dallas Mavericks.
Actually going to Dallas.
That's crazy.
So that's news.
Very rare. You see a coach win a national title and then coach in the NBA.
Yeah. That's rare. All right. So top 10.
One more thing, Kev, you didn't elaborate on. Julius Randle. He got traded to Brooklyn.
You're right.
Yeah.
3-team trade. Minnesota also traded the 28th pick to Brooklyn. The T-Wolves get the 33rd pick. And then the Bulls, they were part of this trade too. I forgot what their part is.
They got Nicholas Claxton.
Yeah, they got Nicholas Claxton.
The big center.
Julius Randle, man, 20 points per game, 2 years in Minnesota, but he shot 39% in the playoffs, man.
He was definitely
horrible.
He's not been a good playoff performer.
Seemed like he didn't want to be there.
But he wasn't doing anything with the Knicks
issues
when he got before he got traded there, and the same thing with Minnesota.
Yeah.
But what is Minnesota going to do? Expect them to make a big move because Anthony Edwards can't be happy. He lost Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and he won a title.
Lost Julius Randle.
Right.
I mean,
right.
They have to do something. Don't be surprised if they go after John Morant.
I heard that. But with Julius Randle being gone, it opens up the space for Naz Reid to finally become a starter, and I'm excited about that. Naz Reid been wanted to be a starter, former 6th man of the year. I think he could get the job done.
Just to go back to Julius Randle, what are the Nets thinking?
Well, the Nets have money. They have to spend money. I mean, they had to bring something.
What is Julius Randle thinking? Because he's going back to New York right after they won the championship. Yeah, but it's just to Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it's the team that you're on for the number 28 pick.
Yeah.
In the draft. Brooklyn gave up.
Well, I mean,
I'm not sure who you could get at number 28.
Yeah,
so maybe they thought,
and they have an earlier pick.
Yeah,
that's not their first pick.
No,
they had 2 picks in this first round.
Right, I think like 11 and
Yeah, I can look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah, I actually have it right here.
Yeah, Brooklyn they have the number 6 pick tonight.
Okay.
So they didn't give up their better pick. They gave up their second pick.
Yeah.
And that was the one they got from Detroit. So
there's 7 different NBA teams that have multiple first round draft picks. And let me see.
And one of them was Brooklyn because they had the 6 and the 28, and they just traded the 28th pick.
Yeah, Brooklyn wasn't on this list, but I see what you're saying. Well, they just traded for it. They just traded for that second pick.
Right.
Okay.
So now they have that. Now they have it. Yeah.
Yeah. So now there's I said 7 NBA teams. So now there's 8 with Brooklyn being added to that list.
Right.
Okay. So the other 7, we have Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago,
Memphis,
Dallas, Memphis, Oklahoma
City,
and Milwaukee as a result of the trade.
The best team in basketball has 2 picks in this first round. The 12th and the Oklahoma City also has the 17th.
Best team in basketball.
They had the best record.
They're going to load up.
They had the best record. If not for injury, they could have gone back to back.
Best team.
Well, they were the best team in the regular season.
They had the best record.
They were the best team. They had the best record in the regular season, but injuries caught up to them.
They about to load up.
They had the best record. I want to clarify that.
Doesn't that usually mean you're the best team?
The best team is the team that won the championship.
The best team is the team that stays healthy.
You know what?
And they just let Wiggins go to Atlanta.
Here's the deal, Luther.
You got to win.
Hey, what did they call it in college football before the playoffs? I forget the name, the term that the mythical.
Mythical.
Mythical. I can't stand mythical stuff. I like things to result on the playing surface.
I agree.
Okay, so the Knicks was the best team. All right, so there's also 6 teams that didn't have a first round draft pick. Houston, Indiana, New Orleans, Orlando, Phoenix, and Portland. Okay, so you know what? This draft order changed a little bit.
Yeah, due to some trades or whatnot.
But what I had before the show anyway, a couple hours ago, Washington, number 1.
Right.
Utah, number 2.
Right.
Memphis, 3.
Right.
Chicago, 4. LA Clippers, 5. And that came via Indiana. Brooklyn, number 6, you mentioned.
Right.
Sacramento 7, Atlanta 8, Dallas 9, and Milwaukee 10, Golden State 11, Oklahoma, OKC 12, Milwaukee 13, Charlotte 14, Chicago 15, Memphis 16, OKC again 17.
Yeah.
Charlotte 18, Toronto 19, San Antonio 20. Detroit 21, Philly 22, Atlanta 23, the Knicks 24. This is different than the NFL. Right. Normally the champion goes last. The Los Angeles Lakers 25, Denver 26, Boston 27, Brooklyn. I guess I did have Brooklyn here.
Yeah, 28.
28. Cleveland 29 and Dallas 30.
Right.
Okay. So let's talk prospects.
Ooh, man, I love this. I couldn't wait for this, boy.
All right. So what we'll do, we'll talk about 5 of the prospects before we go to break, and we'll talk about the other 5 when we come back.
All right.
Now, who's going to be the number 1 overall pick?
I got AJ Depasco.
Yeah,
I'm glad we agreed on that.
I agree on that.
I'm glad we agreed on that. Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
And why will he be number 1, Keith?
I think that he's a dynamic 3-level scorer, elite athleticism, especially in the open court. He has an excellent combination of size, shot creation, and playmaking, and it gives him superstar upside. I think he's Paul George, Tracy McGrady clone. And one more thing. In 3 games in the Big 12 tournament, he had 93 points. That was a Big 12 record. And also, he's going to be the first player since Glenn Robinson in 1994 to lead the nation in scoring and be the number 1 pick in the draft. AJ Depasco, superstar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it all. I definitely agree. Elite size, offense, plays 2 ways. He can guard 1 through 5. He can play 1 through 5. 6'9".
Mid-range.
You look at his toolkit. He can do it all. Now, his jump shot needs some work. His 3-pointer needs some work.
Yeah, I think his jump shot's okay, but the 3-pointer, though,
His ceiling can be Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard.
I think I said Tracy McGrady, Paul
Tracy
George.
McGrady.
I'm glad you mentioned Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
that man is so disrespected in these NBA streets.
There you go.
Yeah,
and listen, a lot of people in the NBA think he's better than Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
but he's not marketed that way.
Yeah,
you know. And I think Boston's going to find out when they finally do trade him that
there you go.
He was better than we thought.
And
we'll never be the same.
Jaylen Brown's my guy, man.
They call that the halo effect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get so enamored with the individual, you can't make a true assessment.
Yeah.
You know, so when it comes to Tatum and Brown, you know, they're so enamored with Tatum.
Right.
They're like you said, they're disrespecting Jaylen Brown.
I mean, think about it.
They are.
2 years in a row they had him in trade talks. Because remember,
I'm not sure if it were 2 years.
It was 2 years.
Yeah,
I can tell you what, last year because they were trying to get Kevin Durant.
Yup, he was part
from
of a
Phoenix.
package.
Okay.
They were talking about a package to get Kevin Durant.
So maybe it was 3 years.
And then this year,
maybe not
it was
3 years in a row.
Right, but it was 2. Kevin Durant last year and Giannis this year.
Okay.
I mean, you know, to be one of the top players in the league, and every year your name is in trade talks, and I think he wants his own team. He's tired of being second fiddle.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about the championship MVP, right? And he helped the team down when Jason Tatum.
Everybody
was
thought
hurt.
they were going to be a lottery
This was a tank year. This was a tank year. If it wasn't because of him,
you had him as the MVP.
Come on, man.
Hey, I agree. Hey, listen, I agree with you. He did not get enough. How does he number 6?
Right.
How does
He stepped it
Luka
up. He
get
stepped
more
it up,
MVP
man.
votes when he's playing with LeBron James and Austin Reeves?
Darren Peterson.
Darren Peterson.
Darren.
Okay, so this is my thing with him, man. 6'5", 6'10" wingspan. He's probably the most gifted scorer in this draft.
True.
Elite shot maker. He can get
Out
to the
of
rim.
Kansas.
3-level scorer. But there's the thing: availability.
You're right.
He got games where he's hitting threes and he's checking himself out the
will
game.
Will he be number 2?
I don't think so.
Yes,
I think he's going 3, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Just remember this: Utah Jazz. Guess who his scout is for them? Carlos Boozer. Guess who his son is? Cam Boozer. He's taking his son, man. They're not going to play around with this Darren Peterson dude.
Good point.
If you can't play 11, if you miss 11 games in college, what's going to happen in the NBA? They're investing all this money in you, bro.
I hear what
82
you're saying.
games, man. He's cramping, all this other stuff.
He was right last week.
Come on, man.
He was right last week. He's wrong this week. Listen, they just traded for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
They play the same position.
Well,
are you really going to get the same guy? They need Darren Peterson. He's different than what they had. They got Ace Bailey.
He's a shooting guard.
They traded for Jaren Jackson Jr. I think they have to go.
I think Cam Boozer is more like an Elton Brand, Kevin Love, where Jaren Jackson, he's more like a Theo Ratliff type. You see the difference? You get what I'm saying?
I think Darren Peterson would fit more. I don't think he wants to go to Utah. He didn't even work. He didn't even. He's better than Keontae George. He didn't even work out for Utah.
No, he didn't. That don't mean nothing, though.
No, listen, but here's where I agree with you. 6'6", he can score at all 3 levels, plays offense, defense, can play the 1 or the 2.
Right.
But he got a lot of Ben Simmons in him. Yeah. This guy was checking himself out of games.
That's what I'm saying.
He was having some issues with creatine.
All right, so we'll see. Let's talk about.
Okay, you want the third player?
Yeah, I have Cameron.
Me too.
Cameron Boozer.
I just talked about Cam Boozer. Just Kevin Love clone, weird blend of size, skill, polished, high basketball IQ. He's Elton Brand like, Kevin Love like. He can shoot the 3, can take his man off the dribble. He's pretty much like his dad, man. He's just a better shooter than his dad, in my opinion. 6'9", 240. He's an underrated dog. He's not really an excellent athlete, but neither was Elton Brand or Kevin Love. And you see what happened with their career.
Right, yeah. I think he's really... You know, people were talking about all his ceilings not that high. Man, he's a baller.
That boy, he won at every level.
Walking into the door,
he wins at every level.
He can do it all. He's a winner. He has great leadership, basketball IQ out of the roof.
Most NBA-ready player.
Just like his dad. He plays just like him, but he shoots better, like you said.
Exactly.
Strong NBA body right now. Doesn't have to get in the weight room. He already has it.
So does he go ahead of Caleb Wilson?
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think Caleb's locked in at that number 4.
Yeah, I think he's going to Chicago.
He's going to Chicago.
Yep. Yeah, Caleb, explosive, athletic, big time, man. He plays above the rim, dunks everything. Yeah. But I think his best trait is on defense. I think he's an elite defender. He got Kevin Garnett like traits, man. Caleb Wilson's going to be a monster.
All right, Brendan Berries out of Arizona.
Oh, you got him that high?
No. I'm just going over the prospects on my list.
Oh, I thought you was asking my opinion on him.
Yeah.
I got him ranked ninth.
I am.
You got him that high?
Yeah, I got him ninth on my list.
What I'm looking
for
at,
my top 10 prospects.
this isn't my list, but they do have him fifth.
They got him fifth. Wow.
They have him going
ahead
to
of
the
Darius Acuff.
They have him going where?
To the Clippers.
Ahead of Darius Acuff Jr. That's insane.
I don't see that.
Yeah, me neither. He's Braden Berries. He's 6'4", 200 pounds out of Arizona. I watched a lot of him, Kev. You know what I mean? He's a combo guard, solid shooter. He plays both ends, good rebounder. He can create for himself and his teammates. Think Jamal Murray, man. You want an NBA comp for Braden Berries? Think Jamal Murray, bro.
Wow. So they actually have him between number 5 and number 11.
Yeah, I got him ninth. I got him ninth on my list.
All right, so what we'll do, we'll get ready to take our next break. It'll be a quick break so we can get back and wrap up the top 10 prospects in the NBA draft, which is happening tonight at 8 p.m. We got through 5 of them, and we'll get through the other 5 when we get back. As well, we'll talk about Las Vegas ace, Aja Wilson.
The GOAT.
Is she appreciated enough? And other players to watch in the NBA draft. We'll talk about all of that and more when we return.
Pittsburgh, it's an old school party. Yes, each Saturday we throw it back with some of the best old school music, funk, R&B, old school, rap, hip hop, and all the jams that make you move and dance. Yes, check it out each Saturday right here on Pittsburgh's DSEN. All the old school jams, 6 to 11 p.m.
Pittsburgh, have you seen our Sunday radio schedule? Ooh, it is lit. Start the day off with our Sunday gospel music from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will inspire you and have you praising the Lord. Then from 3 to 8 p.m., we bring you Sunday jazz melody for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with the Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
Keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky.
All right, we are back. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. This is the way we do it every Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m., talking about hot and major sports topics. My name is Kevin Cameron, sitting here with Keith Platt as well as Luther Dupree Jr. Getting it in.
Yeah.
All right, so we knocked off the first 5, not particularly in the top 5 order, right?
Right. Yeah, we didn't go in order, but we
for the
named some
NBA
players.
draft,
Yeah.
but could be top 10 prospects, give or take a spot. What about Mikael Brown Jr. out of Louisville?
6'5", 190, good size, well-rounded offensive skill set. Dynamic shot maker, but he had an up and down season, man. He had a severe back injury. I think he was going to go see the chiropractor a lot. Okay. So hopefully he can stay healthy, man. And yeah, if I'm a team though, I don't know if I might pick him like early. I might not. Because I got to get the doctors.
Does he go good with Julius Randle? Because they're saying he might go to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking.
I'm not picking him if I'm Brooklyn. I gotta get my medical team to make sure that back is 100%.
Yeah,
Sure, he has some injuries.
For sure.
Yeah, but he's good though. The talent is there. It's just health with him. You know what I mean? Good attitude, good kid.
Got you. All right.
I think Brooklyn's going Darius Acuff Jr.
Okay.
That's the guy I like.
Okay.
He runs the offense. He can score
Out of
all the
Arkansas.
levels.
I
Out of
like him as
Arkansas,
well.
played with John
I like
Calipari.
him.
He's
Yeah.
very underrated.
Man.
Listen, we're going to come a couple
He's a
years
beast.
talking about
He's a beast.
like a Starberry. His ceiling is a
Stephon
Starberry.
Marbury clone.
Allen Iverson. That's the type of offense he has. He almost single-handedly took Arkansas to the next level.
Right.
Very explosive. I love his game, man. I've been following him since high school. This guy's special.
Tough shot maker, create space with dribble.
Yes.
He's a true scoring point guard who can get his teammates involved. And also, he's the only person besides Pistol Pete Maravich to lead the SEC in scoring and assists.
Yeah.
Low turnover rate. He don't turn the ball over. This guy, man.
He's been doing it for a long time.
Yes, he has, man. He could create space with that dribble. And I just think I wouldn't be surprised if Darius Acuff win Rookie of the Year.
Could his lack of defense hold him back?
Well, listen to Coach John Calipari. He was playing with a foot injury all season. He's walking around in a boot about 5 times every month. Okay. So if the foot is better, I think we'll get a better effort. Like Jalen Brunson, he's not a good defender, but he tries. He gives effort. I think Darius Acuff would at least try and give effort. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's good enough, man.
Well, anybody could give effort.
Yeah.
But it's about results.
Right.
Jalen's not a good defender.
Jalen Brunson ain't.
Luka Doncic's a terrible defender.
Oh, man, he's horrible.
Trae Young. So you can make it. You can definitely make it.
Exactly.
He's an undersized guard.
Trae Young. Did he just sign a deal?
Yeah.
A new deal?
Yeah, he's going back to Washington.
Wizards. Yeah.
I can see him throwing them oops on the break to AJ DeBanska.
Yes. And Anthony Davis.
Yep. He's a high assist guy. He's a high assist guy.
Anthony Davis wants his max
deal. You two like that move?
Yeah, I do.
For Washington, it's a great move because nobody's going to Washington.
Exactly.
You got one of the top point guards offensively. You know, he can pass the ball. He can throw the alley-oop like nobody else.
Still got Alex Storr. And I think it's a good way for my man Bub Carrington.
How much money was it? That was a lot of money.
$53 million a year.
It's a good way for my man Bub Carrington, shout out to Pitt, for him to learn from Trae Young.
There you go.
Because Bub Carrington's there. He averaged about 9 and 5 and 5, so don't sleep him, man.
That's going to go down now.
Yeah.
That's going to go down now.
Yeah, a little something.
Because of Trae.
Keaton Wagler. Out of Illinois.
Out of Illinois. 6'6", 190. He plays with pace and poise. He's a good playmaker, consistent shooter, good size. I like him a lot, man. He's tall. You know what I mean? Kind of reminds me of like a Michael Carter Williams type of guy. Keaton Wagler.
Okay. And the mock that I have here is him going possibly to Atlanta.
I like that.
And
I like that pick.
Atlanta just signed.
How about Brandon Roy? Remind you of Brandon Roy a little bit?
I don't know if he's explosive like Brandon Roy was before that injury. You know what I'm saying?
He's not explosive.
Well, maybe because he's like Illinois with Stojakovic, and maybe he didn't get a chance to showcase that type of skill set. But he's pretty good.
Was it good for Atlanta to bring CJ McCollum back?
Yeah,
absolutely. 21 million.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. You saw what he did to the Knicks for 2 of those games.
He's the core of that team.
I like him.
I think he's the heart and soul of Atlanta Hawks right now.
Yeah. Okay. What about Kingston Fleming?
Ooh, very underrated.
Yeah. Kingston Fleming, 6'4", 190, went to the University of Houston. Highly touted freshman, Kev.
Yeah.
Explosive downhill, very unselfish floor leader. I think he's another one. He plays defense, man. He come from Calvin Sampson down there in Houston, Texas. If you don't play D, you're not getting on the court, man. You ain't getting on the court. So Kingston Flemings, I think he's going to help an NBA franchise out immediately.
He might
especially on the defensive end.
He might get to the Rockets, which would be a great move, a great fit for him because he's NBA ready.
Just remember what you said about Darius
Acuff. Yeah.
About the defense.
Yeah.
You're not getting on the court.
Yeah, but he didn't go to Houston either, though. He didn't go to Houston.
You get on the court nowadays in the NBA if you don't play D, because most of these guys coming out aren't playing no D.
But in Houston, it's different. Houston, Virginia, them colleges, they're not putting you on the floor unless you defend, man.
You playing with Calvin Sampson, you getting.
Yeah.
You could get on the floor if you just pick the ball up and run.
Oh, see, I ain't going there with it, Kev. Come on,
not at Houston or Virginia.
Come on now.
Not at Houston or Virginia.
Yeah, Calvin Sampson, you got to play D.
No, you got to play D, bro.
I'm saying these guys step so much in the NBA.
Oh, okay.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man.
Is it the referees? Is it blame the referees?
I don't know what it is.
It's the referees call it.
All right, so the last one I have, unless you two have
I got
some players
more.
who would like to talk about. Nate Ament, Tennessee.
I wasn't really sold on him. What you think of him, man?
I think you ever heard of Jonathan Isaac?
Yeah.
That's what I think he's going to be like.
That's a good one. That's a great comparison.
Just an average guy, nothing special, no bells and whistles.
So he shouldn't be going 10.
I liked it. Amari Weatherspoon. Shout out to him. He's a Bishop Canevin graduate, man. I liked him better. Pittsburgh native on that Tennessee team than him.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't draft him in the top 10.
Okay, we're going to get back. We're going to get back to the NBA draft. There's some other players we need to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
But before we do, we need to talk about Las Vegas ace player.
Okay.
A'ja Wilson.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Is she appreciated enough? And let me grab my folder. Make sure I have all the information that I need here. By the way, what did you two think about the 30th season? WNBA.
I'm loving it, bro. I'm tapped in.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah. That 30th game with Nika hit that 3-pointer to beat New York Liberty.
Talk about perfect
amazing. Ending. Olivia Miles, I said she was going to be a
female Jason Kidd. I said that on here.
Olivia Miles is who they tried to say Caitlin Clark was.
Yeah.
This girl is something
Miles,
special.
The female Jason Kidd.
There's no reason she should have been a number 2 pick.
Nope.
If the Dallas Wings were smart, they would have got her number 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even though AZ Fudd is playing better.
She's coming along too. That's my girl.
But she's
AZ's
not
coming.
Olivia Miles.
No,
Olivia Miles is running away with this day going.
Yeah, she is. Her court vision is insane.
That's insane.
It's insane.
All right. So A'ja Wilson, career achievement so far coming into the year, 4-time WNBA MVP, which is a historic record.
Right.
3-time WNBA champion with, of course, the Las Vegas Aces. WNBA Finals MVP multiple times. Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. Only player ever to win in the same season. Here it is. Drum roll, please. There you go. MVP. Defensive Player of the Year. Scoring title. And Finals MVP. So she's an elite, two-way big, dominant scorer, rim protector. Okay. Career scoring averages around 20 plus per game. Okay. One of the most efficient high volume shooters in league history. Okay. And I'll let you two add on to it.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Go ahead. Okay. All set.
A'ja Wilson. This season, she's averaging 25, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 52% from the floor. But this is the thing
actually
that sticks
10
out.
rebounds I have anyway.
Okay, I got 9, but I'll go with the 10 because I like her. 45% from 3-point range, bro.
That's what I was going to say.
She's got better as a 3-point shooter, man. It's amazing. But now, in my opinion, all A'ja need now is 2 more WNBA Finals MVPs to be the GOAT. I got her at number 2. Cynthia Cooper, she's number 1 to me. And why? You know why? 4 WNBA titles in a row. 4 WNBA Finals MVPs in a row. 3 scoring titles. A'ja got 2. Besides that, Asia's definitely her. But to be the best ever, I think she got a little bit more work to do.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, bro.
But you know what, Keith? All of that could be true. But the question is A'ja Wilson appreciated enough?
I think so.
No, she's not.
I don't think so.
No, she's not.
I don't think so.
If one, I got 2 bones. One, she's not appreciated enough.
You know what? Y'all right. I take that back.
She doesn't get enough hype.
Cool.
You know, she's not on TV
Caitlin
enough.
Clark, you're right.
Exactly. She doesn't get as many commercials as she should.
I'm sorry,
And
A'ja.
Keith, she is the GOAT. Right now, she's the greatest of all time.
I got to go with Cynthia Cooper, man. And I just told you why.
That's disputable.
I just told you why.
In recent memory, because really the GOAT is Cheryl Miller. I mean, nobody
I didn't
did
see her
what she
play,
was doing.
but okay.
But in recent years,
we talking about WNBA. Though Cheryl Miller ain't playing the WNBA.
Right. WNBA.
But I feel
she's the GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, she's done something nobody else has done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has the most points scored all time.
She didn't win 4 titles in a row, and she didn't win 4
She's won 3.
She didn't win 4 MVPs though.
She's not done with her career.
4 WNBA Finals MVPs.
Not yet.
4 in a row though, bro. Just think about that.
You act like she's not going to go anymore.
Yeah, you're saying Cynthia Cooper, right?
Yeah, Cynthia Cooper won 4 in a row.
But how many years did she play?
Well, it wasn't her fault when the WNBA started. She was about 34 years old, bro.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. How many years did she play?
Cynthia Cooper played about 7 or 8 years.
About 7 or 8 years.
Because when the WNBA started, she was already 34.
But she did all of that in that time.
Short time.
Yeah. She was the LeBron of the WNBA.
Half of her years she was in the finals. So yeah, she did her thing.
Right.
But A'ja Wilson's doing something that hasn't been done. Like you said, only a few players in the NBA did that. Win a title, the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year.
Right, gold medal.
You know, we're talking Michael Jordan, Hakeem, and Giannis.
Yeah.
But look at the four.
I mean, the hype, and I like Caitlin Clark. Don't get me wrong.
4 WNBA Finals MVPs in a row, though, bro. Just think about that.
Okay.
That's the biggest stage, bro.
Just
think
great.
about that. 4 in a row, man.
But that's not the question. So we're getting off.
I'm just saying.
Off topic.
Yeah.
And the talent level now is much better than it was back then.
I mean, that's not her fault.
That's
but
not
I
her
get
fault.
what you're saying.
That's not her fault.
I get what you're saying.
But what she's doing now with all the talent in the league right now, this is impressive.
And there was still talent back then.
And I believe she's going to end her career with more than 4.
Yeah, she is. I'm just talking about right now. She is. That's why I said she has just a little bit of work to do.
But I think
just
she needs more credit. I think
she do, bro.
They should be getting more hype about what she's done.
Yeah, she was supposed to get that Caitlin Clark push, man.
Exactly.
Years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Years ago.
I'm glad that Caitlin Clark brought that energy to the league.
Right.
But now they need to spread that around to all these other ladies
Vegas
that are putting in work.
Some games.
I really blame that on the WNBA, right?
Right.
As far as all the hype that Caitlin Clark had coming into the league.
And all the hate that Aja Reese got.
They should have been pushing Aja Wilson from the beginning.
From the beginning, right.
Even before Caitlin Clark.
Exactly. I didn't understand
into the league.
I didn't understand it.
You know, so I still think she's not appreciated.
And think about Aja. She has a personality. She has a story.
Yes.
Real quick,
she came
we have to get moving.
South Carolina and Dawn Staley, so she has all that.
So we have 5 minutes, but I wanted to get this in real quick, and then we'll move on to other players to watch in the NBA draft before we wrap up. But is it undisputable? And I'm not sure if there's any other couples out there like Bam and Aja.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
In the basketball world, are they the best couple?
I liked it. I think so.
Hey, I can't think of another one.
Brandon Ingram and Glorilla.
But she's not a hooper.
Yeah, she's not a hooper.
But now Angel Reese is with Wendell Carter for the Orlando Magic.
I like them too.
But they're not on Asia.
No, they're not on that level.
I got a scholarship now for when they finally had their first kid. I got a scholarship right now.
And it's
I got an NIL deal for him right now.
It's great to see two great people together.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
And I like the way the interaction, that love is beautiful.
It's
and they both can ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
That's right.
Bell Moore is second all time with 83 points.
Right.
And Aja Wilson is number 1 all time in WNBA points.
So one day maybe we need to do it across sports.
Yeah.
Couples across sports.
That would be nice. That would be great, man. That would be great.
All right. So other players before we wrap up. I know there's a draft party going on somewhere.
Here in
Pittsburgh.
Other NBA players to watch for the draft.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go to my home, man. We're gonna start Hill District native, man, Malik Thomas. Combo guard, Arkansas. He measured in at 6'3.5". He's an excellent shooter. Already 41% 3-point shooter, but 47% 3-point shooter in SEC games. I wish he was about 6'5", but he plays bigger than his size. And I think Malik Thomas is the type of player opposing defenses they have to respect out to at least 27 feet. And these type of players, they often start a lot of games in the NBA, if only for floor spacing reasons, man. I think Malik Thomas is a good one-on-one player, and I think he'll be a good, solid NBA player.
Was it smart for him to come out this year?
I thought he should have stayed. I'm not going to lie. I thought he should have stayed.
definitely thought he should have stayed because they're talking about maybe a late first round.
Right,
and then maybe
I want him to go to the G League.
round. If he stays and plays next year, I think he's a top 15 pick for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Who else?
Me too. You got Chris Sanat Jr. out of Houston. He's a talented freshman, 6'11", known for rim protection, inside scoring. But the scouts, they say they want to see how fast his raw potential translate to the NBA. Think Bobby Portis Jr. Think him. And then I had one more player, and then you could go ahead, Luther. You got D2 transfer, Bennett Sturts, Iowa, senior point guard. He played, I think, Northwest Missouri State, Drake, Indiana, and he settled in at Iowa this last season. He averaged 18 points a game, 3 assists in NCAA tournament play. But this is a good stat. He played 40 minutes and averaged 0.8 turnovers in 4 tough NCAA tournament games. Consistent floor general, runs the offense, tough as nails, man. NBA comp reminds me of Mike Conley Jr. Elite screen and roll creation. Super quick release. One of the purest shooters in this class. This dude is tough, man. Ben is thirsty. You get a chance, check him out, man. He's not the best athlete, but he can run an NBA offense at a very high level.
Hey, you said a bunch. I like Yaxel Lindenberg.
Ooh,
I think he's I think he's
Dominican
getting underrated.
LeBron.
Yeah. He's well, I don't know about that, but I was going to say a taller version of Draymond Green. He has that
like
hustle,
that, bro.
that drive, that everything. He won't be punching teammates or kicking guys
he won't.
below the belt, but he has that same toughness from Michigan, has a winning spirit. I like that. And one guy, you know, he's not a lottery pick, but I think he'll go in the top 15 point guard, Bennett Sturts from Iowa.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
I like him.
He's a dog, bro.
He's a dog.
He's a dog, man.
I have it up on ESPN. They're getting ready to start the clock, I guess, around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I guess around 8 o'clock. Okay. So we need to go ahead and wrap it up. Were you done, Luther?
Oh, yeah.
Just want to make sure.
I'm good.
30 seconds, Key.
Okay, my final thoughts. I had to find it. So we talked about the Pirates earlier, man, and they're a sinking ship, man. But I want to give a shout out to Pirates second baseman Nick Gonzalez. Did you know he's batting .293, 3 home runs, 35 RBIs, 79 hits? He's the bright spot for our slowly sinking Pirate ship, man. But Gonzalez, he's finally living up to expectations, man. Okay. Good for him. Good for him.
Excellent. Luther?
Hey, listen, always a pleasure to be on with you guys. Platt, Kevin, loved it. Listen, one thing I want to talk about, we really didn't get to it. Jaylen Brown, I hope he finds a way to get to Atlanta. He's from there. I think they'll give him the love that he's never received correctly in Boston. One of the best two-way players, very underrated. He needs his own team so he can get that respect and try to take that team to the title. LeBron James, I hope he's gone from the Lakers. I don't think they've really put the team around him. Rob Pelinka's failed him a number of times.
Wow.
I'd like to see him get to San Antonio. What do they need? They need leadership. They need somebody to show them how to get it done. If they could make it work, that would be the perfect move. But I see maybe Cleveland in his future if they're able to make some moves.
Excellent. All right. Thanks, Luther. Always great having both of you on Soul Tape.
Oh, yeah.
And just a few announcements before we sign off here. Tune in to Travel, Fun, and Tips this Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. live right here on YouTube, as well as our radio stream. And on Travel, Fun, and Tips, you have my wife, Francine Cameron, you have Rita Gregory, and you have Nichelle Downing that's out of Houston. Those are the hosts. And what they'll talk about, they're going to give you a tip on crossing the border. If you're leaving the U.S., going to Canada, going to Mexico, other places, they're going to tell you how you could get in the fast lane and get through the line, okay? Also, they'll talk about scenic routes if you want to take a nice drive somewhere. Also, cruise updates. If you're cruising, they'll go over airline, new automations, and the effect on the travelers. The main destination for the show is Kenya. They're going to have a guest on, Sabrat Kipawa, if I pronounce the name right. That will be the
some
guest.
names on the show today.
Hey, I know, right? Woo. And this person will talk about Africans' best tours and safaris.
Ooh.
So that should be very interesting. Also, from a travel standpoint, we're having a cruise. We've been playing the cruise ad or commercial, I should say, during the break.
Right.
We will be cruising the Eastern Caribbean, November 7th through the 14th. You can go to our website for new information. Now, next week, right here on this show, Soul Take, we will talk Wimbledon. Okay, one of the majors of professional golf. Okay,
the Williams sisters are back. For
they're back. They're back.
They can't stay away.
It's rather unique. It's rather unique.
And we will have guests for that show, Joyce Scott and Joe Washington. We normally bring them on.
Oh, the tennis experts.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like talking to them.
Yeah. So after this show, of course, I know the sports fans will be tuned in to the NBA draft.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
But at the same time, you could tune over to our radio stream as well and listen to the best of soulful music that will be on until midnight. Now, I know most people listen to this program, this show, during the recording. They normally watch the recording. So if you're out there watching the recording, turn on the radio stream at pghdscn.com at any time. And I'm sure you'll like the music that is being planned. So
yeah, I heard some Al B. Shore on there recently, man. Whoever the DJ is, keep the Al B. Shore coming, man. Keep the J Walk On basketball.
You like that Martin Day?
Yeah. Keep it coming. Bobby Womack, keep it coming.
We got something for everybody. We really do. All right, and we appreciate each and every person watching and listening. So come back and join us next week. That is it, and we hope that you'll be blessed and take care. Be safe.